Jaya Givaradari Jaya Sodanantana Braja Janarantana Yasodan Yasodanantana Braja Janarantana Yasodan Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahams Parivrajagacharya Ashtottara Sadasri Srimad Divine Grace Abhay Charana Ravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahams Parivrajagacharya Ashtottara Sadasri Srimad Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki नमाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की मथुरा धाम की जय जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र महारानी की श्री श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की श्री श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्री कृष्ण भगवान की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 2, Text 37, Translation and Purport by the Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Vivandiye Bhagavad Atmanassaram Kadamridam Shravana Puteshu Samridam Punandite Vishaya Viduchidasayam Prajandita Charana Saroruhandikam Vivandiye Bhagavada Atmanassaram Kadamridam Shravana Puteshu Samridam Punandite Vishaya Viduchidasayam Prajandita Charana Saroruhandikam Vivandiye Bhagavada Atmanassaram Kadamridam Shravana Puteshu Samridam Punandite Vishaya Viduchidasayam Vrajandita Charana Saroruhandikam. Translation: those who drink through oral reception, fully filled with the nectarian message of Lord Krishna, the beloved of the devotees, purify the polluted aim of life, known as material enjoyment, and thus go back to Godhead, to the lotus feet of Him, the personality of Godhead. Purport: the sufferings of human society are due to a polluted aim of life, namely lording it over the material resources. The more human society engages in the exploitation of undeveloped material resources for sense gratification, the more it will be entrapped by the illusory material energy of the Lord, and thus the distress of the world will be intensified instead of diminished. The human necessities of life are fully supplied by the Lord in the shape of food grains, milk, fruit, wood, stone, sugar, silk, jewels, cotton, salt, water, vegetables, etc., in sufficient quantity to feed and care for the human race of the world, as well as the living beings on each and every planet within the universe. The supply source is complete, and only a little energy by the human being is required to get his necessities into the proper channel. There is no need of machines and tools or huge steel plants for artificially creating comforts of life. Life is never made comfortable by artificial needs, but by plain living and high thinking. The highest perfectional thinking for human society is suggested here by Sukadeva Goswami, namely sufficiently hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. For men in this age of Kali, when they have lost the perfect vision of life, this Srimad Bhagavatam is a torchlight by which to see the real path. Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhupada has commented on the Kathamritam mentioned in this verse and has indicated Srimad Bhagavatam to be the nectarian message of the personality of Godhead. By sufficient hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam, the polluted aim of life, namely lording it over matter, will subside, and the people in general in all parts of the world will be able to live a peaceful life of knowledge and bliss. For a pure devotee of the Lord, any topics in relation with his name, fame, quality, entourage, etc., are all pleasing. And because such topics have been approved by great devotees like Narada, Hanuman, Nanda Maharaja, and other inhabitants of Vrindavana, certainly such messages are transcendental and pleasing to the heart and soul. And by the constant hearing of the messages of the Bhagavad Gita and later of Srimad Bhagavatam, one is assured herein by Srila Sukadeva Goswami that he will reach the personality of Godhead and render him transcendental loving service in the spiritual planet of the name Goloka Vrindavana, which resembles a huge lotus flower. Thus, by the process of Bhakti Yoga, directly accepted as suggested in this verse, by sufficient hearing of the transcendental message of the Lord, the material contamination is directly eliminated without once attempting to contemplate the impersonal Virat conception of the Lord. And by practicing Bhakti Yoga, if the performer is not purified from the material contamination, he must be a pseudo devotee. For such an impostor, there is no remedy for being freed from material entanglement. Thus, in the Bhaktivedanta purports of the second canto, second chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Lord in the Heart, Om Tat Sat. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Srimade Jayapataga Swami Dinamini Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayini Gauragada Damadaya Nagaragramadari Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhudale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nidhi Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Devadarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So this sloka glorifies the Shravana. Shravana is one of the important element of Navavida Bhakti. Shravana means hearing about Krishna, hearing about Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's beautiful qualities, divine qualities, and Krishna's wonderful form, glorification of his name. All are actually hearing about Krishna. It's called Shravana. And if anyone does this Shravana, I was discussing some other class. Pibandi is mentioned, this word Pibandi. Pibandi means drinking. Piba. Pibada Bhagavatam. Rasamalayam. Muhurabo Rasika Bhuvipavakaha. The first canto is mentioned. Pibada Bhagavatam. Drinking Srimad Bhagavatam. What is this drinking? The same chapter, Sukadeva Goswami is explaining how Shravana, hearing, can be a drinking. Srinvadaha Shraddhaya Nityam Runatascha Swacheshtinam Kalena Nadi Dirgena Bhagavan Vishade Hudi. Srinvadaha, yes, hearing about Krishna. Then we should hear with faith, Shraddhaya. Previous week also we were discussing. Hearing will manifest only if our mind is involved. If our mind is thinking about the worldly affairs, then hearing is not happening. Actual hearing is not happening. Mind should be involved. Mind should be absorbed. So Shraddhaya. Because before coming to spiritual life, majority of us are in the platform of Rajas and Tamas only, Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So because of the influence of Rajas and Tamas, material faith only will be created within us. But someone, if he is fortunate enough to rise to Sattva-guna, then he will have spiritual faith. Shraddhaya Raya Taptam Tapastatrividam Naraihi Afala Kankshave Uttaihi Satvigam Parichakshade Satvigam. So, if someone is in Sattva Guna, he will have spiritual faith. Then he can hear with full faith. We will easily believe material affairs. Material affairs, when we hear, easily we believe because of the influence of Rajas and Tamas. So when we hear as a revelation, in a regulated way, then gradually faith will increase. That actually Devahudi, Mother Devahudi also is saying same thing. When we hear about Krishna in a systematic way, faith will be increased. Faith is very important. Then only Shravanam, the word Shravanam, is manifesting within us. Prashanvadaha Shraddhaya Nityam. Nityam means daily. It's not that once in a week. Daily we have to hear about Krishna. Reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam is also hearing only. Hearing from Srila Prabhupada, because Prabhupada's purports are there. So when we read systematically, then we are hearing from Srila Prabhupada. So every day we should do this. If we don't hear about Krishna, then we will hear about matter. There is no other option. So Shraddhaya Nityam, daily we should hear with full faith. Then Srinivasa Shraddhaya Nityam Grunatascha Swacheshtinam. Swacheshtinam, very important. Swacheshtinam means by one's own endeavor. Chesta means endeavor. Swa means by one's own endeavor. What is this one's own endeavor? Yes, we have free will. We all have free will. We should exercise our free will properly, and then we should accept these truths to the heart. Grunadascha. Grunadascha means grunanti. The word grunanti. From that, this grunadascha, the word is coming. So grunanti means accepting these facts to the heart. Then only Shravanam is manifesting. They are also hearing from TV or newspaper, they are hearing news. But we may not believe. We may not believe also. Some matter we may believe it, some matter we will not believe. But for Krishna consciousness to manifest in our heart, these are all the conditions. One has to hear with full faith, and every day he has to hear. Nasta prayeshu avadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama sloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Very nice. Naistiki. Naistiki means nishta, that is steady. Bhaktir bhavati naistiki, steady bhakti. Focused bhakti towards the Lord, towards Krishna. It will manifest bhavati, when it will manifest. When we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, when we hear Krishna's glories, Abhatreshu. Abhatreshu means, here also it's mentioned, Vishaya Vidusidasaya. Polluted aim of life known as material enjoyment. Prabhupada has translated like this. Polluted aim in our life, no, we have this polluted goal. What is this polluted goal? Vishaya. Vishaya means material enjoyment. Many times we discussed, we are spirit soul. We are a spiritual entity. By nature, we are spirit. We cannot enjoy matter. So, but when we are going behind material enjoyment, no, that is why it is called polluted aim. It's a polluted goal. It is contradictory to our constitutional position. So that is why it's mentioned Amatreshu, Bhadra. We have their lordships, Sri Subhadra Devi. Subhadra, Prabhupada is saying in the lecture, Bhadra means auspicious. Subhadra means very auspicious. Subhadra Devi, very auspicious for everyone. So, opposite to this word is Abhatra. Abhatra means all contaminations in our heart. It is all manifesting from false ego. So, Vishaya Vidusidasayam, or we can say in a simple word, enjoyment tendency. Tendency to enjoy matter. That is very deep rooted. It will not go so easily. For that, we have to hear about Krishna constantly, and only the enjoyment tendency will be slackened, and over a period of time it will become zero. Naikantikam tatkrite viniskrute manapunardamadi chat asatpare tatkarma nirharam abhipsaram hare gunamuvada kalusatva bhavana. Naikantikam, mind will not be one-pointed. No, Iconticum. Mind will not be one-pointed. Even if we do all types of rituals, yes, in Varnashrama Dharma, varieties of rituals are mentioned, prescribed. But even if we meticulously follow all the rituals, Naikantikam, mind will not be one-pointed. Manapunardavadi chat asatpade. Mind will go again towards sense enjoyment, asatpade. That is the meaning of enjoyment tendency. That is called enjoyment tendency. Enjoyment tendency is so subtle. It is not it's not operating in the ground level. Very, very subtle. We are thinking, that this particular matter can give pleasure to me. We are thinking, that belief is created by false ego. That is what enjoyment tendency. So, Manapunardavadi Chet Asatpare, mind will again run, Davadi means it will run again towards sense enjoyment. Tat Karuma Nirharam, Abhipsadam Hare. Abhipsadam means one who is interested in getting rid of all karmic reactions. What he should do? Hare Gunanuvada Kalsatva Bhavana. Hare Gunanuvada means Lord Hari's, Lord Krishna's Gunanuvada. Gunanuvada means about his wonderful pastimes. Yes, Krishna's pastimes are not belonging to this material world. Golokera, Premadana, Harinama Sankirtana. Harinama Sankirtana, Krishna's names are actually coming from Goloka Vrindavana. It is not part of this material world. Same way, Krishna's pastimes also, it may look like ordinary child's activities. It may look like that. But Krishna's pastimes are from Goloka Vrindavana. It's transcendental. Krishna's pastimes are transcendental. It is not belonging to this material world. Anything connected with Krishna is all transcendental, spiritual. So that is why when we hear about Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's divine qualities, we will be purified. The hearer will be purified. But the contrary to this is when we hear about matter, when we hear about worldly affairs, we will become polluted. Our enjoyment tendency will increase. Vidyade hridaya grandis chidyande sarva samsayaha kshiyande chasya karmani drishtayevatmanishware. Very nice. Hridaya grandi. Hridaya grandi means all same word only. Yashaya vidu siddhasayam. In some other sloka it is mentioned hridaya grandi. Hridaya grandi means a strong knot, not inside our heart. What is that knot? An enjoyment tendency. That is called hridaya grandi. Some other sloka is mentioned like that. Chidyande. Chidyande means the enjoyment tendency towards matter, no? That will be destroyed, that will be cut. Chidyante. When we hear Krishna's glories through the Shravana Puteshu, mentioned here, Shravana Puteshu. What is this Shravana Puteshu? Ear holes. For that purpose only, ear is given. Through the ear holes, we should hear Krishna's glories. Then it will penetrate inside the sound, the transcendental sound. Anavritti Sabda, it's mentioned in Vedas. Anavritti Sabda, very nice actually, aphorism, Vedic aphorism. Avritti means covering. Anavritti means opposite to that. It will release us. Sabda. What is the Sabda? What type of Sabda? Transcendental sound. When we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that sound is transcendental sound. It is not like many material sounds are there. No. Birds are making noise. It's not like that. It is a transcendental sound. Anavritti, this transcendental sound will release us. Anavritti will release us from where? It will release us from the clutches of Maya, Vedic portion. So that is why it's mentioned avatreshu. Nashta. Nashta means it will be destroyed. The more when we hear about Krishna, the more and more the enjoyment tendency will be purified. Punanti, mentioned here, punanti. Punantu mam devajanaha, punantu manasadiya, punantu viswabhutani, yadaveda punigimam. We will chant this sloka. Normally, before doing Abhisheka for the Lord, we will invoke auspiciousness by chanting this mantra, particular mantra. So the word Punantu is mentioned. Punanti, here also is mentioned. Punantite. So Punanti means purification, purify. So this is our goal. Human being, we have a goal, special goal. A higher goal is there. What is that? We should be purified from the enjoyment tendency. Only a human being can work for this. Animals and birds cannot work for this. We should work for this. We are actually working very hard to gather material resources, but actually, a responsible human being, he should work for this. How to purify my enjoyment tendency? Because the enjoyment tendency we are accumulating from crores of janmas. It is there in our heart. It is stored in the false ego, technically. All the anarthas are stored in the false ego. So only when all these enjoyment tendencies purified completely, then only he can go to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Prajanti. Prajanti means, so everybody is thinking, okay, that I have taken the spiritual life, now I am accepted, I am chanting Hare Krishna. If I die, automatically I will go back to Krishna. No, not like that. We should be purified fully from our enjoyment tendency. I was saying in some other class, more and more when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we have to hear the sound vibration. When we hear the sound vibration, what is happening? Actually, our anarthas are getting erased step by step, step by step. We are progressing towards Krishna. When our anarthas are becoming zero, and in that state, if we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then only bhakti is starting. From that stage, only bhakti is starting. So, punanti de vishaya viduchidasayam. We will be purified from our enjoyment tendency. So, the Bhagavatam sloka is saying, Drudatascha. We should not doubt. The doubt on the spiritual subject matters, it is created by Rajoguna. Rajoguna only. We are not doubting material affairs, we are not at all doubting. Many train accidents are happening. Recently also a train accident happened. We are hearing that. We are not doubting. We are again booking a train ticket and traveling the train. We are not at all doubting. Why? Complete faith is there in the matter. This is because of Rajoguna. But for spiritual subject matters, when we discuss from Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, immediately doubt is coming. So when doubt is coming on the transcendental subject matters, that means we are strongly under the grip of Rajoguna and Tamoguna. So, Shraddhaya Nitya, with full faith, we should hear every day Krishna's glories, then we should accept it to the heart by exercising our own free will, by one's own endeavor. If anyone does this, Kalena Nadi Dirgena, Na Adi Dirgena means Krishna will manifest very quickly. Krishna is ready. He is ready to manifest in our heart. Krishna has got inconceivable potency. Simultaneously, he will be present in our heart and he may stay far away also. That is his inconceivable potency. Tadure, Tadvantike, is mentioned in Isopanishad. Simultaneously, Krishna is very far away and he is present very near to us also. How it is possible? By his transcendental, inconceivable potency, Krishna is doing this. When we hear about Krishna with full faith, and Krishna is entering in our heart. Through our hearing, he is entering. There is no difference between hearing about Krishna and taking darshan of Krishna. Both are same. Both are same. Seeing Krishna in Golok Vrindavana and hearing with full faith about Krishna's glories, both are same. That is the meaning of transcendence. Paranti tat tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeri brahmatmeri bhagavan iti satyave. Advayam means non-dual substance. What is the meaning of this non-dual substance? For us now, we are always dealing with duality only. Correct or not? Duality only. Always we are dealing with duality only. Dual role. We have dual roles. Right? Externally we may speak something and internally we will desire something. Dual role is there. Always. This is the effect of false ego. Externally we will behave with one person as a friend. But internally, no, he is my enemy. No, he actually insulted me that day. The dual role. Always duality is prevalent throughout the material world. Our body we are different from the body. That itself is the dual. Atma is different from the body. I was discussing some other class. It's like When we say fire, 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 the word fire and the substance fire is different. Duality is there. They will say in Tamil. When we say fire, our tongue will not be burnt. Why? Because of duality. Duality between the name and the substance. So, always we are dealing with a dual world only. Duality. That is, duality is created by the modes. Vayam dvidiya. Dvidiya abhiniveshu dasya. Dvidiya means duality. Duality is created by the modes, three modes. But as far as Krishna is concerned, non-dual substance, Advaya. Name Krishna and the personality Krishna, both are same. Both are same. There is no difference. Krishna's glories and the Supreme Lord, both are same. That is why when we hear about Krishna's glories, Krishna is present in that. Provided we have to hear with full faith and we should accept these facts to the heart. Then Krishna will manifest. Only if we invite Krishna, Krishna will manifest in our heart. He will not manifest without our invitation. Yes, Bhagavad Gita is saying, Isvara Sarvabhudana, Hridaya say Arjuna Tishtari. Oh Arjuna, I am situated in heart. Correct? For how to understand this? The same thing he is saying Tadure Tadvandike. He is situated very far away. And Durastam Chantike Tatat. Bhagavad Gita also is mentioned. Durastam Cha Antike. He is situated very near to us, simultaneously he is situated very far away also. How he is doing this? When we invite Krishna in our heart with full faith. So, Shravanam should happen like this. Hearing should happen like this. With full faith we should hear. And we should accept the facts to the heart. We should not doubt it. When we doubt these facts, these teachings from the scriptures, then Krishna will not manifest. Oh, you have doubt. I will not manifest. We have to invite with full heart. Then only Krishna will manifest. Kalena nadidirgena. Kalena nadidirgena means I will manifest very quickly. So, it is actually in our day-to-day life also. We will not go to someone's house if he doesn't invite us. Correct or not? Right? He has to invite. Please come to our house. Come for prasadam. He has to invite repeatedly 2-3 times. Then only we will go. After all, we are insignificant jivas. We are maintaining this culture. He has to invite with full heart. Then only I will go. Yes. Then what to speak of Krishna, who is the Supreme Lord? He is the topmost of all the jivas. Yasmaksharam atitoham aksharat abhichottamah. He is supermost, both kshara and akshara. Kshara jivas are there, akshara jivas are there, fallen and infallible jivas are also there. But Krishna is beyond all these two categories. He is that supreme personality. And he will not manifest in our heart if we don't invite with full faith. If we don't accept these facts to the heart. So doubt is created by false ego. It's mentioned in Bhagavatam 11th canto. False ego is the breeding ground of all doubts. The breeding ground. Doubts will be generated by the false ego only. We have false ego in our heart, so doubts will be there. So we have to slash the doubts by systematic study of the scriptures with a philosophy. That is why philosophy is required in the beginning stage. In the conditioned stage, we need philosophy. But in the advanced stage, philosophy is not required. Only devotion. It's important. Vedanta, philosophy, it is important in the beginning stage. Till we develop 100% faith on Krishna. But once we develop 100% faith on the Lord, philosophy is not required. He is having natural love for the Lord. That love will be flowing towards the Lord all the time. There is no necessity for philosophy. But for us, philosophy is required. Why? Because we have doubt. We have strong faith on the matter. So in order to destroy all those material faiths, and we should increase our faith on Krishna, for that philosophy is important. We all came to ISKCON. Now, before coming to ISKCON, we were also worshipping different demigods. We were believing that everyone is same. But after studying Bhagavad Gita systematically, after hearing Prabhupada's lectures with deep philosophy, Prabhupada is explaining, all those philosophy when we hear, systematically our doubts are destroyed and we are fully convinced. Now, yes, Krishna is the Supreme Lord. All are Ekala Isvara Krishna, Arasabha Bhritya. There is only one Isvara Krishna, Arasabha Bhritya. All others are his subordinates to him. That faith is there, manifested by systematic study of the scriptures. So, either studying scriptures or hearing about scriptures, hearing about Krishna's glories, faith will be manifesting. So, Srinivasa Shraddhaya Nityam Gunatascha Swachestidam. Swachestidam means actually it is the responsibility of the human being. The word Swachestidam we can learn by one's own endeavor. By one's own endeavor means we have choice. We have free will and we have substances available, objects are available in the material world. We have free will, we have intelligence also. We have to study scriptures using our free will properly, understand the philosophy, and we should select Krishna. If we misuse our free will, we may not study scriptures. We will study about all the material subject matters. Then naturally we will select matter only. We will select material objects only. That is why Swachestidam is mentioned by one's own endeavor. Krishna is giving caution also. Manchitta sarvadurgani matprasada tarishyasi. Adachetvam ahankara nasroshyasi vinakshasi. Manchitta. The sloka, no, by deeply analyzing this sloka, we can learn that Jiva has got free will. Machitta sarvadurgani. If anyone remembers me all the time, he will be freed from all types of miseries by my grace, by Krishna's grace. Mat prasada. Adachetvam ahankaran nasroshyasi. But if you don't listen to me, nasroshyasi, and if we act through false ego, not listening to Krishna, vinakshasi, you will be destroyed. Krishna is giving this caution to all of us. That is the meaning of Swachestidam. We have free will. Every time it is our responsibility to exercise our free will properly and select Krishna. I want Krishna. I want to put a full stop for birth and death cycle. I want to be purified from my enjoyment tendency. That is a sign of a human being. When we have this desire, I want to be purified from my enjoyment tendency. Actually, that is the lakshana of a human being. If we don't have this desire, then actually dvipada pasu, it is mentioned in the scriptures. Dvipada pasu. Vyasa is condemning strongly. Dvipada means two-legged. Pasu means animals. Human beings are called as two-legged animals by Vyasa. If we don't have this desire, how to be purified from my enjoyment tendency, what I should do, why I am repeatedly undergoing this birth and death cycle, even though I don't want, that actually human being has to think about that and Answer is there in the scripture. Only in the scriptures we will get answers. Not in the academic education, in the college education or in the school education, we will not get answers. The colleges and the schools, no, they are actually encouraging us how to increase our enjoyment tendency. How to increase our enjoyment tendency. That type of teaching only, training only is going on. But only in the scriptures, it is mentioned that we have to purify our enjoyment tendency. Completely opposite is taught in the scriptures. Our enjoyment tendency is a problem for our continued material existence. Enjoyment tendency towards matter. As long as we have this enjoyment tendency, two people are watching. Two people are watching. Others may not know. And one is Maya is watching, another is Paramatma is watching. Two people. They are watching our enjoyment tendency. Oh, okay, you have this enjoyment tendency. Right, Tadastu, I will allow, I will sanction it to take another Janma. So this is actually by our own choice. We are undergoing this birth and death cycle. That is why in Srimad Bhagavatam it is mentioned, Manaparam Karanam Amanandi Samsara Chakram Parivartayet Yat. Samsara Chakram. Samsara Chakram means this birth and death cycle. Parivartayet means rotating. Again and again, this birth and death cycle we are undergoing. Who is the cause? Manaparam Karanam. Mind alone is the cause. Mind alone is the cause, our own mind. Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, Krishna is teaching this to Uddhava in Bhikshu Gita chapter mentioned. Mind alone is the cause for our continued material existence. That is why we have to fix the mind on Krishna. So hearing also, we should fix the mind on the Lord. Then actual Shravana is happening. Actual Shravana is happening, that is called Bhakti. I was saying some other class, okay, we may be sitting in the class, but our mind is thinking about, oh, tomorrow I have to do that, I have to get this money from that person because I gave credit to him. So when we are thinking about the matter, we may be physically sitting, but actual Shravana, hearing will not happen. When mind is involved, when mind appreciates, when our mind appreciates about the beauty of the Lord or the wonderful divine qualities of the Lord, if our mind appreciates, then actual Shravana, actual Smarana also, it is happening. That is called Bhakti. When that portion, proportionally, if it is increasing within us, and to that extent, Bhakti content is increasing internally. This is actually mentioned in Sri Brihad Bhagavatam also. So that is why in the same chapter, the second chapter, second canto, sloka is coming like this. Calling an Adi Dirgena, if anyone hears like this, with full faith, accepting these facts to the heart, then I will manifest Bhagavan Vishade Hrudi. Vishade, it is mentioned, Vishade. Vishade means entering into the heart. Otherwise, Krishna will not enter. Even though Bhagavad Gita is saying that Krishna is situated in the heart, but by his transcendental potency, he can be away also. He can stay away also. He can stay far away also. If we are not focusing our thoughts on Krishna, right? Last week also we discussed. For hearing also, mind is required. For proper hearing, mind is required. For proper darshana also, mind is required. So mind has to be involved. Then darshana, shravana, smarana, everything is happening. If our mind is not involved, then actually it is not bhakti. It's not bhakti. That is why that Krishna is demanding, or Srila Sukadeva Goswami is demanding that. Bhagavan Vishwadevriti, the Supreme Lord, will enter into our heart very quickly. Kalena Naditirkena. We all want Krishna to manifest in our heart. Correct or not? We want Krishna to manifest. If Krishna manifests in our heart, then all our contaminations will go away. Krishna Surya Sama, Maya Haya, Andakara. Yahan Krishna, Tahan Nahi, Maya Adhikara. Krishna is compared to Surya. Maya Haya Andakara. Maya is compared to darkness, dense darkness. Yahan Krishna, Tahan Nahi, Maya Adhikara. Wherever there is Krishna, then the influence of Maya will not be there. If Krishna manifests in our heart, then all our enjoyment tendency, the dense darkness in our heart, that will be destroyed. So that is why before Krishna to manifest in our heart, Shravanam also is not different from Krishna. We already discussed. Hearing about Krishna's glories are not different from Krishna. That is why we have to hear every day with full faith. For that purpose only, we all celebrated Guru Vyasa Purnima. Why Veda Vyasa wrote the elaborate Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Why he wrote all these scriptures? For us to study and hear Krishna's glories. And only there is only Nanya Panda Vidyade Ayanaya. Very nice. We were discussing in some other class. Tamyeva Viditva Mrityumedi Nanya Panda Vidyade Ayanaya. In Purusha Sutta is mentioned. Tamyeva Viditva. Eva means certainly. Only when we understand Krishna, Tamyeva Viditva Mrityumedi. All demigods are glorifying Krishna in Purusha Sutta like this. Mrityumedi, we can cross death. What is this? Crossing death? We can be freed from birth and death cycle permanently. Tamyeva Viditva. Not by any other endeavor. Purusha Sutta is saying, Eva means certainly by knowing Krishna. Certainly by understanding about Krishna only, one can cross death. Otherwise, repeatedly we will be forced to accept birth and death cycle. Nanya Panda Vidyade Ayanaya. Vidyade means there is no other path available. Nanya Panda. There is no other path available for a human being to be freed from this birth and death cycle. Only by knowing about Krishna. That is why Prahlad Maharaja is saying Shravanam is one of the important Navavida Bhakti. In fact, a sadhaka, a spiritual practitioner, he will start spiritual life first by Shravana only. First by Shravana only. Correct or not? Only when we hear about Krishna, proportionately faith on the Lord is increasing within us. So we will all start spiritual life first with Shravana only, hearing about Krishna. So, this sloka we will discuss about this minute points. Bhagavada Atmanastadam. Very nice. Atmanastadam means Krishna is very dear. He is very dear to everyone. Today everybody is celebrating Friends Day, no? Correct? Friends Day. But Krishna Atmanastadam. Krishna is the dearmost friend. He is the dearmost friend for all the jivas. Suhudam Sarvabhutana. Suhudam. Suhrat means the word su. When we say the Sanskrit word su, what is the meaning of that? Best. So Suhudam means Krishna is the best friend for all the jiva. Not only for human beings, for all the jivas. We are celebrating a happy Friends Day, so many things. But all those friendships are external only, the peripheral level only. It is operating in the peripheral level only. When our sense enjoyment is restricted, then all those friendships will be cut. That is a fact. But Krishna is not like that. Even if we reject Krishna also, Krishna is not rejecting us. He is sitting as Paramatma and he is supplying all the necessities. He is supplying all the necessities for the jivas. Out of love for the jivas, he is doing this. Out of affection. Krishna is having extreme affection for all the jivas. So out of that affection only, he is providing all the necessities. Prabhupada is writing. Milk, fruit, grains, vegetables, wood, so many things. Minerals. Everything Krishna is providing simply out of affection. Oh, my child, he has accepted material body. So what and all he will require. So I will provide everything. So Krishna only is the best friend for all the jivas. If we don't accept this, Sugridam Sarvabhutana Nyatva Mam Santi Bruchali. Very nice. If you want peace from the pangs of the material miseries, and what is the formula? Formula is we should accept Krishna is the best friend. Krishna is only my best friend, you can say. It will accept it. If we don't accept this, then we cannot get peace. Maya will torture left and right. That is her role. Maya's role is who is not accepting Krishna as a best friend, then Maya will torture. Left, right, she will give problems. You would have read in the internet and all. Wayanad, big problem, no? Big landslide and very big flood. So many people died. Who is doing this? Maya is doing. Krishna's material energy. She has got tremendous potential. She will do all these things. And she will torture. Because her plan is everyone should accept Krishna as the best friend. Everyone should surrender to Krishna. Krishna has mentioned, Gadin Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi, Nivasa Saranam Sugrit. Sugrit, there also is mentioned. Fifth chapter, Krishna is saying, Sugritam Sarvabhutana. And in the 9th chapter also, Krishna is saying, Gadin Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi, Nivasa Saranam Sugrit. I am the best friend. I am the best well-wisher. Krishna wants all of us to come back to this place. He doesn't want to suffer here. Prakriti Sthani Karshadi. Krishna is out of that genuine feeling. Krishna is saying, Prakriti Sthani Karshadi. My child, Mamai Vamsa, the jivas are my parts and parcels. They are struggling here in this material world. So Krishna wants us to come back to Vaikuntha, Goloka Vrindavana, where there are no miseries at all. So that is why Krishna, all these things, it's all actually in the Namke Vaste they will say, for the namesake only. Externally only they will say, oh, you are my friend, and all those things they will do. But internally they will plan a different way. Real friendship we can have only with Krishna. So, that is why it's mentioned here also, Atmanasvada. Is that Atmana means dear friend. He is the dear friend. Bhagavata, the Supreme Lord, Krishna, is the dear friend for the jivas. We have to accept this. If we don't accept, by misusing our free will, if we don't accept this fact, then Maya will torture. That is your role. Right? Kadamridam. Kadamridam. Why is mentioned Kadamridam? Amridam means nectar. Krishna's pastimes, the divine qualities of the Lord, the glories of the holy name, the beauty of the Supreme Lord, all these things are Katha. When we discuss about all these things, it's called Katha. Katha Amridam. So Krishna's pastimes, Krishna Katha or Amridam, nectar. It is nectar. So we have to drink this, Pibandi is saying. Sukadeva Goswami is saying, he is suggesting all of us. We have to drink Krishna Katha. Savana Puteshu, through our ear hole, by hearing with rapt attention, with full faith, when we hear Krishna's glories, we are actually drinking it. Sadam Brahmangan, Amavirya Samvido, Bhavanti Hrutkarna Rasayanaha Kadaha. Very nice. Rasayanaha Kadaha. The Katha, Krishna Katha, is Rasayana. Rasayana means it's pleasing. It is very pleasing to the ear and heart. Correct or not? When we discuss about material affairs, we will be agitated more and more. Prabhupada is writing in the first line. I will read that. The more human society engages in the exploitation of undeveloped material resources for sense gratification, the more it will be entrapped by the illusory material energy of the Lord. And thus the distress of the world will be intensified instead of diminished. This is the principle. The principle, no, we have to accept it. If we don't accept these principles, then we have to suffer. So more we try to exploit matter without Krishna, the more material energy, Maya, will torture us. That is what is going on. The whole world, you can carefully watch. In some parts of the world, some natural calamities are always going on. Correct or not? Always is going on. Somewhere else in Turkey and somewhere else in Kerala and somewhere else in some other place, constantly natural calamities are going on because Maya is torturing, because people are not surrendering to the Lord. People are not accepting that Krishna is my best friend. So Maya is forcing, indirectly she is forcing. Go and surrender to Krishna. If you don't do that, then I will torture you. She has got that capacity. She can do. Okay, this incident happened in Kerala. Anybody stop this? Nobody was able to do that. Exact time when everybody was sleeping in a deep sleep, right time it is happening. So we should learn a lesson from all these incidents. And let me accept Krishna as a Supreme Lord. Let me chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Let me chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra with full faith. Hear the sound vibration. And Maya will not disturb us. She will not disturb us. And we can live peacefully in this material world. And after that, we can go back to Krishna. So the more we hear about Krishna, the more we will be purified from our enjoyment tendency. This enjoyment tendency only is blocking us to go back to Goloka Vrindavana. It has to become zero. The enjoyment tendency will become zero only by accepting Krishna. So that is why the third line is mentioned. First, this should manifest purification of the enjoyment tendency. After that only, Brajanti Takcharana Saroruhandikam. Saroruhandikam means lotus. Charana Saroruhandikam means Krishna's lotus feet. Krishna's lotus feet. Brajanti, one can go to Krishna's lotus feet. That is Goloka Vrindavana. We can reach Goloka Vrindavana where there are no miseries. We can be happy always. We don't have to undergo all these turmoil, hunger, thirst, so many things we are experiencing in this material world. In spiritual world, Anandamaya, full of bliss only. That is our original house. So for that, the eligibility to enter into Goloka Vrindavana is our enjoyment tendency should become zero. Should become zero. Then only one can enter into Goloka. So to that extent, we have to hear about Krishna. Actually, Shastra is recommending all of us. It is recommending to all of us that we should hear constantly. Constantly we should hear about Krishna. That is what scripture is recommending. So, at least to start with, we should hear every day for some time, 1 hour, half an hour. We can study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. It is actually hearing. We are hearing from a pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada. by studying his purports. So, when we do this, Tadjoshanat Asu Apavarka Vartmani. Apavarka Vartmani means the path of liberation. When we don't hear about Krishna, our path is, we are actually proceeding towards hell only. Unknowingly, we are going towards hell when we don't hear about Krishna. But when we hear about Krishna, what is happening? Asu Apavarka Vartmani. Asu means immediately. Immediately one is proceeding towards the path of liberation. Asu, immediately it will happen. We may not notice it. I am progressing towards the path of liberation or not. We may not notice it externally, physically, but it is happening. Shraddha, Bhakti Anukravishyadi. Very nice. Systematically it is mentioned by Mother Devahudi. When we hear about Krishna, Shraddha, faith is increasing. Then, brother, the more we hear about Krishna, brother, attraction for the Lord, it will increase within us. Attraction is required. We all have material attraction. Correct? Material attraction only we are having. That is called enjoyment tendency. Various words actually we can explain. Material attraction is called enjoyment tendency. That is dragging us towards another material body. But when we hear about Krishna, rather attraction for the Lord, it is increasing in our heart. Then the more we hear about Krishna, what happens? Finally, we will get bhakti. Nice. So the last stage is bhakti. Before that, we should develop attraction for the Lord. Or we can say technically, bhakti will manifest. Bhakti means love for Krishna. It will manifest in our heart only when our enjoyment tendency becomes zero. Only in that state, bhakti will manifest. Till that time, we are progressing towards that. Proportionately, our material desires will be reducing. So we should go on, do this. That is why Prabhupada has given this system in ISKCON. Whoever is initiated, whoever has taken initiation, Diksha, he is supposed to chant 16 rounds of Hare Krishna mantra. And Prabhupada is mentioned in the lecture that we should hear the sound vibration. Our own chanting, we should hear the sound vibration because it is a transcendental sound. The more we hear, and more we will be purified. So every day, actually, devotees are chanting 16 rounds and hearing the sound vibration. So when we hear properly, and the Lakshana is, we are advancing or not, how to understand that? Proportionately, we will be freed from the enjoyment tendency, or a detachment will manifest within us. A good japa, actually, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada's guru, is saying that good japa produces detachment. If you chant properly Hare Krishna mantra, it will produce detachment. Detachment is completely opposite to the enjoyment tendency. So these are all the measurements. Again, assess our own spiritual life, whether I am progressing or not. So everything starts from hearing about Krishna only. That's why chanting Hare Krishna also, it is about hearing. I was saying, discussing with some other devotee, real chanting now, it is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam. Three things are involved. How? When we chant Hare Krishna, yes, it is Kirtanam, right? Describing or glorifying. And when we hear the sound vibration, Shravanam is there. And when we hear the sound vibration, Smaranam also will happen. We will receive the mantra internally. So, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, all three things are happening if we do proper chanting. Then he will advance very fast. Then material desires, it will become zero very soon. And he is eligible to enter into Gaurava. I'll stop here. Thank you. Jai Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Patita Bhav Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaurav Premanande.
Hare Krishna, we obviously thank His Srinivasa Prabhu for the wonderful public that discourse. We kindly request all devotees to be seated for a couple of very, very important announcements. As we all know, a very untoward incident, natural calamity has happened in Wayanad, and we'll be offering prayers to Lord Jagannath, sincerely requesting Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, சமீபத்தில் வயநாட்டில் நடந்த இயற்கை சீற்றம் காரணமாக குடும்ப உறுப்பினர்களை இழந்து வீடுகளை இழந்து தவிக்கக்கூடிய நபர்களுக்கு நம்முடைய பிரார்த்தனைகளை செலுத்தும் வண்ணம் நாம் பகவான் கிருஷ்ணனுடைய நாமத்தை உச்சரிக்கின்றோம். இதில் உள்ளன்போடு நீங்கள் அனைவரும் கலந்து கொண்டு குடும்பத்தாரை பிரிந்து இந்த மிக இக்கட்டான சூழ்நிலையில் அவதிகின்ற அனைவருக்கும் பகவான் கிருஷ்ணனுடைய அனுகிரகம் பரிபூர்ணமாக கிடைக்கப்பெற இந்த பிரார்த்தனையில் கலந்து கொள்ளும்படி எல்லோரையும் நாங்கள் வேண்டி கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம். ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா 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 ஹரே 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 ராமா ஹரே ராமா ராம ராமா ஹரே 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 கிருஷ்ணா 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 ஹரே 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 ராமா ராம ராமா ஹரே ஹரே विनाथ स्वामी की शिष्य भगवान की पवित्र स्वरूपाद की गुरुदेव की बहुत प्रेमानंदे. Hare Krishna. Now announcement about today's sponsorship. We would humbly request newly wedded couple Anshul Agarwal ji and his good wife Mayuri Agarwal, who is here with the entire family. The family is a very, very strong supporter and well-wisher of ISKCON. Way back, since 30 years, they have been sponsoring our initiative of Food for Life, and we are thankfully recollecting their initiative of being part of Irtupanam, Food for Life, Prasad Distribution Initiative, about 35 years before. So we are very thankful for the presence of their family. We would also gratefully express our gratitude to Preena Devi ji and late Shyamlal Agarwal ji. Shyamlal Agarwal ji had also sponsored and generously donated the building which is behind our ashram. So we are very grateful to the family and humbly call upon Sandeep Kumar Agarwal ji, his wife Julie Agarwal ji, Pradeep Kumar Agarwal ji, Sarita Agarwal ji, Sudarshan Kumar and Kavita Agarwal ji and their children, namely Nishant Agarwal, Guru Agarwal, Saket Agarwal, and Naval Agarwal, and Mahek Agarwal. Let us all loudly chant the holy name of the Lord, invoking blessings on all these wonderful devotees so that they will be empowered, strengthened, and they will continue their service to Lord Krishna. Please join with me in chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. शिष्य भगवान की पवित्र स्वरूपाद की बहुत प्रेमानंदे. Bride Prabhu will make further announcement, and His Grace Srinivasa Prabhu will give Lord Jagannath's garland to the newly wedded couples and to all the family members as well. Would humbly request all the family members to please come forward. அனைத்து குடும்ப உறுப்பினர்களும் தயவு செய்து எல்லோரும் தயக்கம் இல்லாமல் முன்பே வருமாறு தாழ்மையுடன் हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। जय श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी महोत्सव की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे कृष्णा। நாமெல்லாம் ஆவலோடு எதிர்பார்த்துக் கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பிரம்மாண்ட உற்சவம் இந்த மாதம் 26ஆம் தேதி பகவான் ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ணர் அவதரிக்கும் திருநாள் ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ண ஜென்மாஷ்டமி மகோத்சவம். இந்த வருடம் இந்த ஸ்ரீ கிருஷ்ண ஜென்மாஷ்டமி திருவிழாவானது 4 நாட்கள் கொண்டாட திட்டமிட்டுள்ளோம். வருகின்ற 24, 25, 26, 27 சனிக்கிழமை, ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை, திங்கட்கிழமை, செவ்வாய்க்கிழமை இந்த 4 நாட்கள் இந்த விழா கொண்டாட்டங்கள். நீங்க எல்லாமே பார்த்துக்கலாம். கோவை பகுதி முழுவதும், கோவை பகுதி மட்டுமல்ல, நம்ம ரூரல் ஏரியா கூட இந்த கிருஷ்ண ஜெயந்தியுடைய போஸ்டர்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் நீங்க பார்த்துக்கலாம். ஒவ்வொரு எல்லாத்தையுமே நம்ம அனைவரையும் இந்த கொண்டாட்டத்தில் கலந்து கொள்ளும் விதமாக இந்த எல்லாமே வச்சிருக்கோம். குறிப்பா சனிக்கிழமை மற்றும் ஞாயிற்றுக்கிழமை பொறுப்புகளுக்கான நிகழ்ச்சிகள். இந்த வருடம் இந்த கிரேட் இந்தியா ஹெரிடேஜ் நம்ம பல வருடங்களாக இஸ்கான் கோவில் நடத்திட்டு விழா இந்த வருடமும் தொடர்ந்து குழந்தைகளுக்கு அர்ப்பணிக்கும் விதமாக பள்ளி குழந்தைகள் பலவிதமான போட்டிகளில் கலந்து கொண்டு பகவான் கிருஷ்ணருடைய நமக்கு ஏழைகளை நமக்கு சங்கீர்த்தனம் மூலமாகவோ நாடகம் மூலமாகவோ